T-Man 978 Shill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Thank you for all of my returning viewers, and thank you for the people that are just here because you want me to open this up, shut up, and show you how it is. And maybe you even want my opinion. Might not even want that. But for the people who watch me religiously and actually are waiting for my uploads, I have a message at the end there. I'm going to have a message at the end. But anyway, this is Pokemon Select. I think that's what it's called. Typhlosion, part of Series 4. This is a Target exclusive. I saw when I found this guy, that Dragapult guy right there. I have no experience with Dragapult. If Samurott is out, he was not in the store, or it wasn't in the store. And I do actually have that Charizard, and I have Articuno. I'm just a casual collector of these. I just grabbed the stuff that I'm super duper interested in. And Typhlosion is a character I've used a whole bunch of times with him being part of Generation, or it being part of Generation 2. But let's open it. All right, each one of these selects seem to come with a stand. The stand doesn't have any screws because these things are relatively cheap for what they are. It's a big, heavy figure that's closer to a 6-inch action figure or a 6-inch equivalent. I think they tried to make it be in scale of something that's that big. So you're not going to get something like screws in here. So if you wanted to or accidentally, it will come attached. You just put it back together. Typhlosion does have a peg hole right there in the back. So maybe you could pretend it's jumping or something like that. And yeah, it also has this fire ring. So it isn't always, I don't think Typhlosion is always shooting a fire. So that's why they made this removable. It has 4 pegs, but it seems like once you get these 2 pegs in, the other ones just do what they do. But that's the full on look. And even though like Cyndaquil, its base form looks like an anteater or a porcupine or a hedgehog, this guy looks like a weasel or maybe a honey badger or something like that. But let's let you see these details down here. This is all hard plastic. It's nothing soft to that at all. This is crazy pliable. The hands are a little bit more pliable than the rest of the body, but most of the body is just solid plastic. It does not feel cheap at all. Like I'm pretty sure it's hollow in the center because that would be crazy to fill us out, but it is very, very heavy, to be honest. It almost feels like this thing is a pound. I'm pretty sure it's not. But let's let you see down here. It does have the opposable toes right here. The feet, they are on a swivel. I'm not sure if it's actual hinge. It doesn't pull down that much, so I'm gonna just say it's a swivel, and it seems to stop there and stop there. The hips are on, it might be on a ball joint, but I can rotate it up. And they do seem to come down, and they rotate up a bit, rotate back a bit. So it could get into like some type of walking pose right there, which would be better if you had this. That's why probably all of these come with stands, because Pokemon do not have regular anatomy. The shoulders are on like universal, so they can rotate around and go out. No, it's on the ball joint. I'm lying. Oh, but it can come down. You can rotate the arm here. There's a hinge there that doesn't give you a lot. It comes forward like 90 degrees, and the hand is on a hinge plus that rotates as well. Right here in the midsection, it seems to be on a ball, but you don't get that much. You get that much, and it rotates. It like stops. I'm pretty sure I could probably spin that all the way around, but I'm worried about it. The neck, similar thing, but you don't get that much range, and it does rotate. Same thing right here. Not a lot of range, and it does rotate. The head as well. Not a ton of range, and the mouth opens up. And the tongue is pink. It has 4 teeth, or it has 4 teeth. So, yeah, pretty much is what it is. Let me get some human size figures. All right, here it is next to 2 6-inch or 1/12 scale figures. The one on the left is a G.I. Joe Python Patrol Cobra Viper, and the one on the right is a Valaverse Action Force Rollout. So this is what it would be like to scale with 6-inch action figures or 1/12. Here is a 3 3/4-inch Star Wars figure. A 5-inch figure will probably be about that tall. Somebody like Ash Ketchum, like SH Figure Arts, or even the previous people, I don't think it wasn't always Jazzware. Whoever was making the Tommy, I think it was Tommy, that made Ash. Ash is probably about that tall. It will be shorter than Typhlosion, so if you have those figures, he would actually look good with this. But end of the day, this thing isn't all that dynamic, but I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I've been collecting action figures for a while. I knew he was just going to be something that just stands here, basically. And in the game, if you're playing like Pokemon Stadium or even the regular Pokemon games, this guy just pops out the ball and just like kind of breathes and might roar with the hands out like this and make the fire shoot out. But then basically it just stands there when it attacks just something like, it doesn't really do much. So it's almost like, yeah, what do you expect? So I can't really say it's a bad figure. And for the price point, it is heavy. It's made out of a lot of heavy plastic. Definitely, I don't know. I don't know what feels heavier. Now, of course, with something like this, you're getting more bang for your buck because of the accessories and the dynamic posability. But this thing does have a whole bunch of points of articulation. But most people that clicked on this probably either you're just watching it because YouTube turned it on next and you're like, I don't feel like getting up, or you already made up your mind that you're going to buy this anyway. Or maybe not. I don't know. You tell me in the comments. But anyway, that's going to conclude my review on this. For the people who have been watching me for a minute, you may have noticed that I'm on yet another hiatus. It's been a ton of days since I uploaded anything. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. My motivation, because I've been playing video games more often since I got the PS5, my motivation has not been there. And then on top of that, here's the thing. Sometimes when I have the motivation, things like this has occurred. My niece, I gave up my review room so my niece could stay in that room. So now whenever I want to do a review, I have to pretty much take my backdrop, my lamps, the action figure that I want to review, my tripod, everything to a room, set all that up, film the review, grab all that stuff, move it away, put everything like it was beforehand. And that's a lot of work and effort. Now I have been having to do that all the time. So yeah, that's another hindrance on me. But more and more bad news. My cousin has been living with me, my first cousin, who's 20 years younger than me. Because my grandmother waited 20 years after my mom was born. So my aunt is 2 years younger than me. So I didn't get my first cousin until I was 20, basically. Anyway, he's been living with me, and he was battling cancer. It seemed like he was getting better for most of last year, 2022. He was like doing good again, working and all that. But come to find out, his cancer moved to more vital organs that you can't get around, or it's more dangerous for cancer to be there. And this past weekend, he finally succumbed and lost his battle with that cancer. This isn't my first hiatus. Like, seeing stuff like that, or witnessing and worrying, it is stressful when you can visibly notice that things are going downhill. So yeah, my motivation. Once again, that's another thing taking the motivation away. But yeah, and now this week too, forget the motivation. I haven't been uploading because trying to be with my aunt and be supportive and all that whatnot, and helping her out with taking our kids to school in the morning. For right now, like, that means I have to be up earlier, and I've been at her house pretty much all day after work, so by the time I get home, I don't feel like doing anything. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there for the people that have been watching for a minute. But I know in situations like this, when somebody talks about things like this, people want to help out. If you do want to help out or do anything, my aunt had created a cash app for my cousin Tyray. I didn't mention his name. She created a cash app for his treatment. But even though he's gone now, that did take it. The charges and money for that have taken a toll on her financially. So if anybody did want to help out or do anything, I'm going to put a link. Well, not a link. I'm going to put our Cash App in the description. Like, if you are in a position to help and you wanted to help, you could check that out at any point after this. Anything would be helpful. Whatever you can do, if you actually wanted to do that. Well, yeah, wanted to give y'all an update, and hopefully soon, I'll start getting back to this. But it probably won't be into full swing again until definitely after this weekend, because that's when the funeral is. So, yeah. Anywho, I don't know how to end this besides saying thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man 978 out of here.